everyone, and welcome back to the channel and to new Pokemon Snap. Last time, we explored a lot of the we did a lot of Outway Cave, which held lots of Illumina Pokemon and the surprise of lore. That the Illumina Pokemon have been around for centuries, and so has a main Illumina Pokemon. One that is held up at Aurora's Island, in the ruin of Remembrance. We need to head there next to see if we can figure out what this area truly holds. It'll be very interesting to see this place. This is our final area of the game, making it uniquely difficult.
What massive ruins! The reading was coming from deeper inside. Be careful.
Another Crystal Bloom. We have Houndoom everywhere. And the entrance to the ruins that way is blocked. We need to make sure we get that Crystal Bloom. We don't want to have to go through this area twice. Very important to not have to go through this area twice, because my goodness, is this area really frustrating, because that is at the very beginning of the map. We have a Noivern, which is super cool. True to last Pokemon areas, there's some interesting Pokemon here. Very interesting. This area has to be like thousands of years old, because like there's no way that any of this exists without it. Whoa. Numerous heart-shaped markings cover the wall. Lots of heart shapes. Interesting. And I see something that is very interesting about this. I see Crystal Blooms everywhere. And we got Golurks. But more importantly, there's these areas, there's these Crystal Blooms leading to one big pillar in the middle, within purple with rivers leading to the center. Something tells me that is important. And there are gashes, deep gashes here as well, which makes it even more interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. And then we have the variousness of Illumina flowers. You have several Illumina flowers gathered here. There's some pedestal behind this Golurk. which is very interesting. Lots to look at, lots to discover here. This seems to be the place that we need to head to. But how do we get to use all of the crystal all of the blooms, all of the flowers in one spot? You're gonna go ahead and just auto-select, because we're reaching the end. We are reaching the end. Houndoom. Eldegoss. Weird Pokemon, right? Like, that's one of the weird ones from, I think, Gen 8. Yeah, Eldegoss is one of the weird ones from Gen 8. Slanted, another really good Pokemon design from Generation 7. Noivern, one of the best Gen 6 Pokemon. I really like Noivern a lot. Having used one, I really like it. Sigilif, another Pokemon that I like. It's a decent Psychic type. It's not great by any means, but it's decent. Golurk, a Pokemon that I wish I could use, but man, is it so bad. Like, you would think Ground and Ghost would be okay, but it's just not. And we have the picture of the Crystal Bloom, leading us to be able to use Crystal Blooms on that small island. Wow, only a level 1 time going through there. That's kind of wild. Okay, alright. Good night, man. By the way, he should have a lentil bloom, flower, the Auroris orb. You should have that orb unlocked. Another set of amazing runes, that's right. And here's something intriguing about them. They seem to include 2 distinct types of structures. What's different about them? If we compare the ruins at the entrance to what we saw deeper inside the cave pod seems to have been built later, and possibly in a hurry. There was definitely something weird about that area. Why were there flowers from the other islands in there? We can take that as evidence that energy from all throughout Lentil is converging there. If we can untangle these mysteries, I'm sure we'll find a way forward. In the meantime, we got Illumina orbs. Beautiful. Alright, you've got Illumina Orb Gold, meaning at Auroris, we can go back in. We can go back into the ruins and see what we get with the Auroris, with the gold Illumina orbs, and see what new things we can discover by using said orbs. Alright. Let's keep moving onward. Onward and downward. I am going to show all of this time because you never know what could happen. Especially with Illumina orbs. Hello, you walked forward. There we go. Cool. Very, very neat. Okay. This is where things get really interesting. This is where things get interesting. Because we have a lot to do. This is where things get really strange. So, one thing that we have to do is we have to light up each and every one of these. Do we know where that one is? Oh, okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Alright. There we go. Oh no! I messed it up. Nope, I got it. Ooh. That does seem different, huh? Professor? The ruins have come to life.
Energy from each island seems to be flowing upward. It looks like that'll take you up. So up we go. I'll set up a teleportation point at the top. Why don't you come back to camp for a bit?
Okay. We made it to the end of that. I'm kind of lucky that we got that in one try, because that took some skill. That took some actual, like, full-on skill to do. Now we're just gonna pick one. Just pick one. We, of course, want that. Alright, evaluate. Evaluate the photos. I'm gonna skip this, because I don't really see a reason to... Actually, no. We'll keep it in, just so you can check out the photos that we did get. Not bad. Not bad at all. That should take us... Yes, it did. Good. That's level 2 on these ruins. Okay, by the way, thanks to the progress you've made in your research, I've got something there, blah, 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 blah. Beautiful. Time to go. Time to go. Alright, we are fastly approaching the end of the series. Looks like this is the moment where, if I'm reading topography correctly, this ought to take you straight to the center of the ruins, through the gate we saw at the beginning. That's where we'll find the Pokemon in the middle of the others in the mural, right? Right. After all this, we may finally get to meet it. And I think we all know you're the one to handle that moment. Yeah, of course you get all the fun. You better get some good photos. Say hi to the other Pokemon for me. I can see in your eyes that you're ready. That's the spirit. Sure. Sure, I'm so ready. Oh, goodness. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Here we go. Thankfully, there's just a tree in the middle. What? Looks like the source of the reading, but it's very faint.
What is that anyway?
What is that? Huh? It's,
Incredible! This reading is off the charts.
It's Cernius.
That was it. The final Illumina Pokémon we've been searching for. Go get him.
He disturbed nature just to find the Illumina Pokémon. Okay, so very much just like the Pokemon Mew in the old Pokemon Snap LP, you have to pelt this thing. It's a very familiar situation.
Glow with an Illumina orb.
I can't. Come on. Go somewhere I can hit. Thank you. There we go. Got it before it teleported. I got it before it teleported. We got the photo, at least. Got some old Pokemon language. Some very decently old Pokemon language. I'm surprised that that worked. It's the mural from the region. I'm gonna take a picture of that region, of that thing. That's so neat. Like, the whole thing with this is super fun. Because this is such a cool discovery to have. Xerneas, the Pokemon of life. Because keep that in mind. In Legend, it's a life Pokemon. It brings life. While its counterpart, Yveltal, destroys. So... That's the cool part about all of this. Do you think that means that we're done here? Because there's not a whole lot to this place. And you're back in the essential chamber. Have to. Had to. That is generally awesome. And it reverts back to its dormant state.
What just happened?
Nah, good question.
Let's talk about it once you're back.
Cool. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, we do. We have a lot to discuss. Huh, you couldn't... I could have taken pictures of those ancient ruins the entire time. That's honestly kind of funny. Wait, so that didn't count? Oh, that's sad. Then in regard, we'll make that the photo, because that's a very action-y action shot. With Xerneas, the last Illumina Pokémon. Crazy. And then we have the ancient ruins. I didn't realize you could take a picture of those. Oh well. And that's level 2 on that Illumina spot. Way now we've got the Illumina Pokémon. We've got something to report. Beautiful. Let's get into that report again, and then we're done. I believe it goes there. One last scene and then a credit roll. I knew it! You're right to believe there was another Illumina Pokémon. The mural was spot on. Yes, which raises the question. Did things really happen the way the mural depicts them? Maybe Xerneas called out to all the others for help? So they could make a barrier or something to stop the meteorite. A barrier big enough to cover the whole Lintel region? I don't know. That's gotta be what happened. That'd mean the people who built the ruins long ago helped the Illumina Pokémon too. But the meteorite came 2,000 years ago. Shouldn't Xerneas have awakened long before now? I think stopping the meteorite probably took just about everything it had. So much so that it's still tired after a 2,000-year-old nap. When do you think that mural was made anyway? Wait, what? And who do you think made it? Wait! Why is it you were able to meet those Illumina Pokémon? You guys get it, right?
Of course. So obvious.
Oh, Pokemon just love this kid. Got it. Pokemon just love this kid. Cool.
It's so simple. Do you really not know, Professor?
That's it?
Pokemon can tell when someone really loves them. And they return that love right back.
the Pokemon.
Study I haven't read yet. We have
You've got to get you out of the lab more often. Oh. And with that, that marks the end of our journey through New Pokemon Snap. I could skip these credits, but I am not going to. I am going to let these credits play because mainly we need to have a discussion. So, as I stated a couple videos back in this series, that I'm wasn't having the best of times with this series, and that was still true. I took a large break from making videos with this series. We were very close to the end. I knew we were. We just had a couple of things to do, and then we were done. That being said, I don't regret doing this Let's Play of this game at all. But what we will do in the future is we will make sure that we play games that are relatively more enjoyable to watch. And that doesn't mean that, like, the Pokemon Snap game was not enjoyable. Like, I enjoyed this, but in the way that you would enjoy playing through the game. Doing it for commentary and putting it on here was not as enjoyable. Now, all that being said, what do I think about Pokemon Snap? I definitely, from playing the old one and now this new one, the old one has just so much more character to it and so much more funniness to it, while this new one has the same, like, oh, it's funny, it's got some funny moments to it, it's still, like, creative with its content, but I just think it lacks a little character punch to it. It doesn't help that it just shows that a game like this, it looks gorgeous, and no one can tell me it doesn't. It's just a shame that this is the one that looks gorgeous and not the mainline games. And hopefully with Winds and Waves coming out in 2027, that changes. But I think, to sum up my thoughts, this was a fun time to play through, not a fun time for the, like, making of. So, what is next as far as Let's Plays go? I am unsure. We're kind of in between things at the moment. So, I don't know exactly what the next LP will be as far as Pokemon LPs go. But what I do know is the next videos will be focused on shiny hunting and competitive Pokemon. Those will be our, like, bigger projects. Those will be our projects from going forward, kind of focused on shiny hunting, competitive Pokemon, and maybe doing a couple, like, discussion videos about, like, other topics within Pokemon. That would be the main idea. As far as Let's Plays go, let me stew on that, because I have some thoughts on what we could wind up doing for a Let's Play. I'm going to stew on that. We'll see where we go with that. Just know that there will be more live streams of Pokemon Fire Red and Shining Pearl in the coming weeks. So, if you're looking for Let's Plays, those will be your main spots for them. As far as videos go, we'll be going around doing some shiny hunting or competitive Pokemon, depends on the day. But that is where we're going to end off this video. I hope you have enjoyed some parts of this series. I will see you all next time. Bye bye, everyone.